because that's a thing. But I kind of got into these poetry slams, and we've had one tonight, and it's basically was a format invented in America around 30 years ago as a way of tricking people into going to poetry events by putting an exciting word like slam on the end. But what it kind of, the real purpose of it was, to give the audience a say. And so poetry wasn't just for the literary elite that no one could understand. It was kind of about connecting with the people in the room. And I kind of love that side of it, but also in a poetry slam, it's like an open mic, you can win. And if you win a poetry slam, you can call yourself a slam champion and pretend you're some kind of wrestler. And if you don't win a poetry slam, you can say, oh no, poetry's subjective, you can't judge it. And then everyone kind of goes on with their lives. I managed to win this UK slam, and so I was invited to France to the World Cup of Poetry. And it was incredible because there were 19 people from 19 different countries, all performing in their own languages, to be judged by 5 French people. And it's thanks to those 5 French people that I won the title of World Slam Champion. And it's thanks to those 5 French people that this next poem is technically the best poem in the world.
And it's in French.
And it's sadly not in French. But it's called Paper People. I like people. I'd like some paper people. They'd be purple paper people. Maybe pop up purple paper people. Prop up purple paper people. How do you prop up purple paper people? I hear you cry. Well, I probably prop up purple paper people with the proper purple people paper clip. But I pre-prepare appropriate adhesives as alternatives to cheeky backup printers just in case paper slipped, because I could build a pop-up metropolis. But I wouldn't want to deal with all those paper people, politics, paper politicians with their paper-thin policies, broken promises without appropriate apologies. There'd be a little paper me, and a little paper you. And we could watch paper TV, and it would all be pay-per-view. We'd see those poppy paper wrappers up about the paper package, or as paper people carriers get stuck in paper traffic on the A4. Paper. There'd be a paper Princess Kate, but we'd all stare at paper. And we'd all live in fear of Killer Jack the Paper Ripper. Because that paper propaganda propagates the people's prejudices. Paper spinning pictures of photogenic terrorists. It's a little paper me and a little paper you. And in a pop-up populations, people's problems pop up too. There'd be that pompous paper parliament who remains out of touch, who ignore the people's protests over all those paper cuts. And then those peaceful paper protests would get blown to paper pieces by the confetti cannons, by preemptive police, and yes, there'd still be paper money. So there'd still be paper greed, and those paper piggy bankers pocketing more than they need, purchasing the potpourri to pepper their paper properties. Others live in poverty and aren't acknowledged properly. A proper poor economy with so many are proper poor, but while those needs get ignored, the money goes to big wars. Origami armies, unfold plans for paper planes, and we remain imprisoned by our own paper chains. But the greatest shame is that it always seems to stay the same. What changes is who's in power, choosing how to lay the blame in the naming names, forgetting these are names of people. Because in the end, it all comes down to people. I like people. Because even when the situation's dire, it is only ever people who are able to inspire, and on paper, it's hard to see how we all cope. But in the bottom of Pandora's box, there's still hope, and there's still hope because I believe in people. People like my grandparents, who every single day since I was born have taken time out of the morning to pray for me. That's 8,396 days straight of someone checking I'm okay, and that's amazing. People like my aunt who puts on plays with prisoners. People who are capable of genuine forgiveness. People like the persecuted Palestinians. People go out of their way to make your life better and expect nothing in return. You see, people have potential to be powerful. Just because the people in power tend to pretend to be victims, they just succumb to that system. And the paper population is no different. So there's a little paper me and a little paper you. And we could watch paper TV and it would all be pay-per-view, and in a pop-up populations, people's problems probably, even if the whole world fell apart, then we'd still make it through. Because we're people. Thank you very much.